Passive aggressive women. You know what? If somebody would have killed my baby, I would have killed their whole damn family. Y'all is too goddamn nice. I'm a damn female. I can't run no game on no woman, no man, none of that. Y'all bitches, stop being nice. That's why I happen to call some of y'all hoes, because you really can't see a man as a misogynist. I don't understand why my grandma worked at an apartment complex for over 30-some years. And then people will be like, well, she did that shit even though she almost got killed. It really don't make no sense to me that people really do have preconceived connotations on their mind about just different situations. Some people, you think they rich and they really ain't rich. That's what learning is about. Learning increases your intuitive nature. You know, the only reason why another female would laugh at a woman for getting her ass whooped by a man is because she did something to her. While y'all sitting here trying to preserve y'all femininity to please a man, make sure that man deserves it. I mean, if I'm really coming from a demographic where people are really dumb, and to compensate for that, if you happen to be, let's say you do construction and you study that, will you really value somebody for that? I mean, think about it. It does take an intellectual capacity to build a building. But do you really value a person if another person views that person as a misogynist? When somebody's shooting at you or your family, why are they still alive? Why aren't y'all watching y'all damn children? Every time I call my mom, the conversation is, I'm at work, or what type of family members don't stick together? This is what I mean by coming from a broken home. I have a little sister. Do I give a fuck about her? No. Not because of just being spiteful, but because we don't have the same dad. That's why being from a broken home does not make intellectual sense to me. It doesn't make sense. Consistency is what they'll respect. Yeah, she might come from these type of circumstances, but she showed consistency by doing this, that, and the third. All these women in my life have sat there. Am I smart enough to understand that if a man needs submission, why would I was sitting there calling people at random, telling them that I was viewing men as a misogynist. Stop giving people leeway. That's what I'm saying. They want to give people leeway. So if you are born into a better situation than the next, why are you being mature? I can't stand these bitches out here that be sitting here pretending to be feminine for men, because I don't live in that demographic where femininity is permitted for a woman. You can hear it in the music. It's a sexualized identity that these people got. Stop trying to preserve your damn femininity because of a man. I get so mad at these bitches for sitting here trying to act like they soft because they want these men to feel fulfilled. That's why these men need to respect womanhood more. These men ain't muscle out here. You see how they get down. They want the blame for everything I got going on. Oh, I'm the reason this, that, and the third. No, you're not. Y'all sitting here doing all this damn riffraff. Y'all doing all this around the board shit, but won't nobody kill nobody. Half the shit I done in my life is not credible to me. Writing songs for Future and all that shit. That's what y'all wanted. Y'all wanted a nigga. So that's what the fuck you got. It really don't make sense to me that these women out here sitting here trying to pretend to be feminine for a bunch of goddamn flamboyant bullshit ass men that's sitting here plotting on the fact that some of us women are women. Simply, that's what they were doing. When somebody spit on me because of a man, that did it. That did it for me. I don't give a fuck how you look at it. Perhaps I could have attracted that energy, but when bad things happen to good people, they think they get blessings. That's what people are taught with this religion shit. You don't let nobody spit on your ass. It's disrespectful. It is not normal to be a kid and have children. I've seen men be instigative on purpose and then turn around and tell their teacher, well, I'm just being an intellect. Let's go ahead and do this and do that. Y'all some bullshitters. Y'all know for a fact that y'all are getting knocked off out here. That ain't how they want to look at it, but it's all good. Shout out to people that will never have a voice out here in this world. Some people don't deserve shit. Where I'm from, like I've said, I've met women that seemingly don't have a negative connotation, don't view men as misogynistic. What is that? They really want to use my womanhood against me. Look at I was at Arby's and I seen a bunch of black women, and I was like, motherfuckers will really judge you for this shit. It makes no sense. Like I said, I don't view. It's a paradigm, like it's something that I don't believe in. You know, women being feminine, coming from the demographic that I'm coming from. You know what I'm saying? Most women, there are some women that really think they're being made tough because of men, and there's some women that really just like men and think it's this, that, and the third. I didn't think it was normal to be growing up doing all this grown shit. And that's why I'm rejected with certain people. It don't make no sense to me. I don't view women as feminine. It don't make no sense to me. That people make sacrifices just to make somebody else feel good. That's what I was trying to tell them. Nah, these motherfuckers is trying to stimulate anger in me so that I look like an aggressive person. That's what they was doing. So while you keep trying to do all that feminine girly shit, you need to either let a man handle it for you, because that's what you're doing when you go ahead and you interacting with a man, or you need to handle the situation yourself. I'm going to be one of them people, one of them women that trigger women to go ahead and just do masculine things, because I really feel like they be holding back. Who wants to sacrifice themselves for a dysfunctional goddamn life that they come with? I ain't sacrificing shit for nobody. I be getting so agitated. I be watching people's personalities. I try to go to work. I'm trying to stop thinking negative. I'm like, y'all bitches is dumb. Y'all sitting here trying to be feminine for a bunch of men that don't even deserve your love. But I'm like, do I really live in that demographic to where it's like, well, this person is the only goddamn person that's smart out here. You might as well get all this submission. You cannot change the manipulative factors about your life, but what you can do is change your heart. Be positive. Like I said, I got a cousin. She ringing my head. She talks a certain way. She starts her sentences with "say," and I ain't saying that it don't make sense from an intellectual perspective, but the way that her personality was, I just need God to heal me from that mentality, because the way that people come out, just say this, it sounds stupid to me. I told my little sisters not to be with a man to have a baby, because he could be closely related to you when it comes to the concept of being an inbred, or the reality of it, however you want to look at it, or the idea of it. People really wanted you to have a struggle. Now, I grew up stressing for absolutely no reason. And it had to be like that. It doesn't make sense to me. No matter, sometimes you are born into a situation, no matter how good of a person you are, you still gonna have shit that happen to you. Good people don't deserve shit to happen to them. It really doesn't make sense. So y'all just, anybody that pray to whatever God you pray to, just tell him that it's a girl named Sade need healing from all these different personality changes and stuff. I'm an intellect. It's the reason why I'm schizophrenic. Because I've seen it. Manipulation, personality changes, people intertwining with each other. I notice every goddamn thing. I'm like, if women, I don't know, I say all the women that I grew up around, the way that they act, they pretty much seemingly, went along with the idea of submission from men. And I'm like, I could just, if you are a woman and you aspire to be a pimp, you actually want to be a man. I don't have an aspiration to be a pimp. I actually would like to be in a real, genuine relationship with another woman. And how the setup of my life is, even if I was to get into a relationship with a woman, they probably would break my heart based off my vulnerability. You know what I'm saying? Love is not vulnerable. It is what it is. You either love somebody or you don't. You know what I'm saying? When you think of the word falling in love, that's what I was saying. When you fall in love with somebody, I mean you falling. That ain't no upliftment. That's some going downhill shit. That's exactly the type of love that I understand. That's exactly what type of love I'm going to experience if I get with a woman that I find sexually attractive. Because I'm born within the realms of this paradigm. Some of you women that I grew up around thought I liked them. And I'm like, nah, your personality too, boys. You ain't got no balance with your feminine. Some women got swag, some don't. It just, like I said, your perception, how you perceive things. A lot of women don't, appeal to me. Just based off the fact of my life, I'm like, shit. Yeah, I think if I was a man, she would feed my ego. Or you got to be on a certain level of, you have to have a certain level of intellectual. You have to have your intellectualism pretty much to submit to somebody in the way that they need it. And that's why you got to not let them run game on you. Because like I was saying, growing up, it's not in the demographic that I come from, it's not really hard to be a man. Nobody questions you about things. They were able to actually create a chauvinistic identity in themselves over me. So why would I hang around and have these niggas? They don't have genuine concern for women. And there are women that they'll trick into thinking. I'll be thinking like, well, at least a woman probably had a baby for them or something. Hopefully that should inspire them. But what they'll respect if it's done willingly. But that's what some of these random people got to deal with. Let's say I call somebody from Maine or something and be like, come down here and submit to my cousin. We've got this functionality. Da, 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 da. There are people that will, I feel like as a female, my downfall. There were people that were really planning my downfall. And at this point, I really can't tell if they was doing it willingly or not. There are women that do not view men as controlling. I had somebody who was like, girl, Tommy used to beat the hell out your mom. Well, I don't see it as, someone will be like, I don't see it as a bad thing. He was making her tough. Everybody don't have the same outlook. That's where the debate comes in. You're not supposed to take offense to men, to a butch, right? A woman with masculine credentials. You take offense to him, so you soft. No, that ain't being soft. That's my goddamn mama. I don't give a fuck if I do masculine shit or not. That's somebody that you care about. Based off the fate of my life, just in general, it doesn't make sense to me. People can use shit like that against you. I'm so goddamn solid with the fact that I understand that my life would have been better as a man, y'all stop being so goddamn nice because of this whole concept of being feminine. I respect a bitch more for killing me than to sit around trying to be soft because you want to please a man. I'm a lesbian, y'all. I just have so much inferiority, it just don't make no sense. I just be feeling like that's just my perception though. You know what I'm saying? I might be naive, but I do not value women for acting soft for men because I don't come from that demographic where I come from a demographic where I view men as misogynistic and they are not having genuine concern for the heart of a woman. Or either they find somebody from some other demographic and, it's just something that, makes them look good and better and just be like, nah, I got a man that think he's scoring me. That shit is so agitating. I'm like, you really have to live a heterosexual life to feel scorned. I'm like, if I'm scoring, write another song for R. Kelly then in this motherfucker. When a Woman's Fed Up Part 2, you was a fucking kid. You really want credentials off a woman? That's some faggot ass shit. This ain't no belittling tone. This is reality. You really want a real stern bitch in your life? Stop making fucking excuses. But then again, you gotta watch the parents who these people are being raised by. Come on, man. Let's be real about this shit. You either love a woman or you don't. I have a passion for my damn lesbian lifestyle because of my lack of being with the fucking man. But I cannot value every woman that I see because I ain't disrespectful like that. I can't value, once I see a woman have sex, I can't value her no more. That's why I can't value myself. The fuck? Why would I not feel insecure after a man stick his penis in me? Ain't no man making me feel good about myself. I'm saying, I was just living with a girl a minute ago, 6, 7, 18 years ago. I don't fucking know. And I was just like, the way she was coming off, I could tell that them people was toxic for her personality. Atlanta is not a good place to grow up. When you go to some of these slums, people really are dumb, and you can tell that they're experiencing too much stress to even smoke, drink, whatever it is they doing. They fuck it up for themselves. That's why I grew up around a bunch of slum bum ass motherfuckers plotting on other people's downfall. It's up to you to have strength, mentally, physically, etc. I come from a broken home, and I can tell that my little sister got a dad with different way of thinking. Why would you put ashes on the goddamn ground? Then you can justify, well, people recycle, go green. Stop being so damn nasty. I get tired of nasty ass motherfuckers. Like you two, we go through too much as women for it to be nasty ass bitches. Then they want to justify with, I'm from the ghetto. That's what I was teaching my little sister when I was a kid. Motherfuckers gonna try to rape your motherfucking ass and tell you that they high and justify with impaired judgment. Nah, bitch, you know what the fuck you doing. That's how I got treated growing up. Motherfucker want to justify. You can do that though if you want to. That's why a lot of motherfuckers ain't locked up. They too damn smart. You want to justify it, say, well, I snort cocaine, I smoke weed. You either want to do something or you don't. I have to just justify things with intellectualism, pull brain stress out of my brain because there is arrogance to us when it comes to the music industry. People like to hear that talk. People like to hear that shit talking. I wish I could hear that shit talking without taking offense to it, because that's the downfall. That's how I'm being plotted on with people spreading false rumors about me. Then on top of that, I'm nothing like my mom. She got 4 children. Me and her are nothing alike. I don't even live a heterosexual lifestyle. I was a kid that was supposed to be watched. That's how I look at it. And I'm growing up, and I've got people ruining my reputation based off my femalehood. So that's what they want me to do. They want me to look like a soft bitch, right? They want me to press charges, or they want me to explain myself in a lawsuit. I'm sorry about anybody that really feels like their pride has been broken and people plotting on your downfall. Anybody that feels that way has my deepest sympathy. I don't even think my pride has been broken. It's just people that really can be born in a certain identity that can use that shit against you, especially in certain demographics. Certain places where you go, some people really are dumb, meaning that they don't have a lot of information to really be conversationally intriguing. I was telling, I'm working at McDonald's and I'm like, I got a book, two books that I read in. Well, I got two books that I'm reading the superstitious way. I walked in the library and grabbed them. So I'm like, let me go ahead and skill myself with understanding the food industry since I done grabbed these books out of, what I'm saying, just at random. Being superstitious or whatever the fuck the word is. But that's exactly what people want you to do. I'm like, when I was a kid, I don't understand why I'm stressing about certain people. If they're so real, then why do I? That's what these niggas be doing with all this pride shit and game banging. Wow, that girl really can't respect me. Let's fight about the shit. No, it doesn't make sense. I grew up in Atlanta and I don't understand why we wouldn't, as women, be jealous of men and their identity. Because it just, like I said, it just depends though. Everybody ain't got the same perception. Some women grow up and really think that it's normal for this and that and the third. My mama wasn't raising me to be gay or straight, but that's what she had to deal with. I know there are women right now there's a woman right now that blames me for being a narcissist. I can't make you a narcissist. It's either you are a narcissist or you not. When I call people at random, just dialing random numbers in different states, and I ask them, do you want to put yourself in this situation? It's solely up to them. But that's what it's about. To me, it seems like womanhood is about being argumentative and being a dominatrix. That is not a good look. I'm tired of all the ghetto shit. So being a woman ain't that special. So y'all stop thinking y'all special. Especially with this whole street mentality. It's all a mind game. I don't take the street mentality seriously. That's not no solid shit to me. I want real, genuine love in my life. My mom is a baby mama. I feel sorry for her ass.